Oh. So, is it just me, or is guitar YouTube and metal YouTube like pretty much completely dead by this point? Like, when I first started back in 2019, it seemed like there were tons of amazing big channels creating so much sick, original, entertaining content, like Jared Dines, Stevie T, K-Mac, Rob Scallon, Nick Nocturnal, Rudy Ayub, Samurai Guitarist, 10 Second Songs, Davey 504. There was so much good shit. It's crazy. It felt like everyone was having a great time creating content and making exactly what they wanted, right? No compromises. And I think it like really reflected in the quality of the videos back then. So what the bloody hell happened? And like a few of those older channels, they're still going, I guess. But most of them have either like quit, or like retired, or just let their channels deteriorate into a shadow of their former selves. When scrolling my homepage these days, I very rarely see a video that like instantly jumps out and makes me think, oh yeah, I really want to watch that. That looks intriguing. Yeah, very rarely. Now it's just like a barrage of cringe reaction videos of like the latest songs, NPC commentary videos on the latest drama that everyone will have forgotten about probably by like, you know, the next month. Low effort guitar lesson videos that really just exist to try and sell you extremely overpriced courses, gear review videos, trying to convince you that the latest big amp sim plugin is definitely, absolutely 100% unique and very different compared to all the other countless ones on the market, right? My God, bullshit. And maybe it's just me, but when I watch YouTube, right, I want to see something fun. I want to see cool, original ideas brought to life. That's it. That's all I want. Where's the creativity at, guys? Come on, seriously. So yeah, I do understand that creator burnout is definitely a big factor. You know, YouTube definitely demands a lot from you these days compared to back in the day. You know, back in the golden days of yore, literally all you had to do was film a video, edit it, upload it, and collect the AdSense money. That's it. Like, fucking easy, right? But now, you know, you also have to worry about shorts, optimizing video titles and thumbnails, keeping your community engaged, and also ad revenue is, you know, quite a bit lower than it used to be back in those days. So for a lot of creators, it's essential to have some form of business or businesses on the side, you know, to supplement the income so you can pay the bills, you know. Oh God. So yeah, it's no doubt more difficult than it used to be, for sure. But it's also not really that difficult to avoid burnout, right? If you're a normal, sensible human being, despite what you may hear, when you start to feel that fatigue and that little like inkling of burnout start to set in, then that's like an obvious sign from your body, right? That something needs to change. Perhaps you're not enjoying the type of videos that you make anymore. Or maybe you're spreading yourself too thin over like too many different projects or something. But unfortunately, I think many creators are like too stubborn and or too dumb to realize this and to make practical changes before it gets too late. So they just, you know, they bang their head against the wall until they completely burn out and it's too late. And it's like, yeah. Rip. I know it's just been a bit of a hot topic recently. Oh, with Nick taking an indefinite hiatus. It's quite obvious to me, I guess, that the last few months of his output, he was much less invested in what he was doing compared to normal. When you've been doing this for quite a few years, it becomes quite transparent, I think, when you see someone else's channel and the content to see like when they are and when they're not invested in what they're putting out, right? He seems like he's created himself into a corner where like only like the reaction videos of, you know, the latest big song release, like what gets decent views now, which is probably a pretty horrible situation to be in, to be honest. But also, he does seem to have lost the plot a bit recently, over the past year or so, in 2 years. There was some like insanely dumb drama between him and Skylimit a while back, which I won't go into. All I can say on that is, yikes. So yeah, hopefully some time away will help, and he'll return to his usual lovely self. Anyway, I know I'm far from perfect, and you know, I've definitely made less than ideal compromises as part of my YouTube journey. You know, I had a phase last year, given the whole reaction. Oh, I can't have any more of these. Fucking hell, I feel sick. You know, I tried the whole reaction commentary shtick. I've taken crappy sponsorship deals, which I didn't really believe in, you know, when I needed the extra dollar. I've regurgitated old ideas, you know, many times when I was struggling to come up with something new. We've all been there. But throughout all of this, you know, I've always tried to be doing something fresh and original, at least 90% of the time, right? Like, even when I was doing reaction videos, I tried to put my own spin on them, you know, with my own usual wacky editing and stuff, and not just sit there, like, catatonic in front of a camera for 15 minutes, yeah? And, like, my favorite channels these days are ones who are still, you know, obviously super creative and invested and have a lot of passion in the content they're making, without worrying too much about appeasing the YouTube algorithmic overlords and whatnot. Dean Lamb, Ola England, Farvan, Uncle Judy. Man, I fucking love those guys. They all crack me the fuck up. And I massively respect that they just kind of do whatever they want and don't try to, like, play the YouTube game, which I fucking love and respect a lot. It's those sort of guys that really inspire me to just keep making the dumb shit that I enjoy making, yeah? And let's not forget old Jared Dines. So even though he still uses YouTube like it's like 2018 still, you know, I've got huge respect for Jared, like for the Musician Mansion series. You know, it took some serious balls, some sizable cojones to get something like that off the ground, and I fucking loved it. It was so sick. And I think I saw that he unfortunately won't be doing a third season, which is a shame. I guess due to, like, the financial burden, I think, which sucks. But I hope he'll find a way to bring it back, because it's really that sort of thing that I think the community really needs. And I think if I was him in his position, I would definitely focus less on, like, the big over-the-top, you know, American style production value and, like, you know, all that sort of stuff, which I don't really think it's needed. You know, and just focus more on, like, you know, the cast and the concept. So yeah, I think it would be pretty sick to make it a bit more, like, candid and YouTube-y instead of trying to make it into some sort of, like, you know, big-ass US TV show, which I don't really think it's needed, right? So yeah, lastly, to cap off all of this first world nonsense that I've been rabbiting on about for God knows how long, I'd like to ask you guys, what are some of your favorite smaller up-and-coming channels? Because I'd like to do a video soon, like, shouting out some of my favorites, and I'd love to have some extra ones included that maybe I don't know about, that you guys suggest. That'd be sick. Because, you know, just like with bands, I think it's really important to not only give attention to all the big names, right, but to also support the smaller names and help give them a leg up, you know, because they're the future and whatnot. Yeah, so comment your favorite down below. Let's say channels that are, like, smaller than, I don't know, 100k in, like, either the guitar or the metal or rock realm, I suppose. And I'll check them out. Cheers, guys. Thanks for the support. And see you next time. Bye.
Alright, mate. Do that. Do that. Then do that. Nice one.